Hello and welcome. My name is Lexi Jong and here I like to talk about luxury beauty. Today we're going to do a little get ready with me using the new Tom Ford Soleil collection items. So we have the Eclat new. We also have two of the new lip shines that we're going to look at. And then we've got some other items that we're going to be using today, like a revisit of the duo from last summer and so forth. So let's go ahead and cut to that. And then we're going to come back and do a few swatches of everything that we've used and just a little bit of an update. All right, so we're going to start off with the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Primer. And I just got a pump here, put this on. And I always like to do all my primers right at the beginning. So we're also going to put on the Viseart Eye Primer. So my tube of this is actually just about empty and I have already bought a backup. So I'm ready for this. And then I thought for foundation today, we would start off with the Sisley Cushion Foundation. I picked this up during the Sisley sale and I have shade 00C Swan. They have a very, very limited shade here and shade range. I'm going in, it does come with the little sponge and everything, typical cushion style packaging, mirror inside. I'm going to use a brush though. I'm using the Rephr 31 and you get a ton of product. I mean, it doesn't even look like that much product, right? But look at this. So there's a ton of product that comes up right in the beginning. And I don't have a ton of experience with cushion foundations. I've only used a few in the past. And I've never really like truly loved them because I feel like well, first of all, they're usually very, very light. And a lot of time they don't disguise any of the redness in my skin or, you know, they run out just so quickly. But I really like this one. Unfortunately, I haven't decided if it's actually worth it yet because it's incredibly expensive for this foundation. I wasn't happy with the Chantecaille cushion foundation because of the price and the lack of refills. I have to look and see whether this even sells refills, but it does not come with the included refill in the package like the Chantecaille does. So you only get the one cushion that's in here and it's 15 grams. So I will have a video on this later, but just wanted to show you the actual cushion here. So this is just, you know, a little bit of it. You don't need a lot. And we're going for kind of a lighter look here today anyway. So let's move on. All right, so next I'm taking the Rodeo Glass Powder. So I have the loose powder version. There is a pressed powder. I just decant it a little bit in the lid. And this is the Chikuhodo F09. And just a very light dusting. And I'm skipping concealer today, by the way. Right, and then we're moving into the Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo in Eclat New with the Givenchy Pro. I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but this is the Sonia G brush. And I'm going to mix both shades together here. And we're just going to do a light dusting here. And I thought maybe today we could chat a little bit about vacations in summer. So summer's coming up. I've been working on planning things. You know, I have to, those of you with kids probably also have to do this, but we have to book like summer camp and stuff like in January. So we booked that back then and, you know, I just had to pay the final balance for summer camp. This is the first time my kids are doing summer camp. So I'm curious. It's not like the whole summer, it's just a few weeks, but wanted to see, you know, they really want to do it because their friends are going. So we'll see how that goes, but it's a new experience for me. I did not do summer camp as a kid. And I'm just curious how many of you guys went to summer camp and what it was like, because this seems like, it seems really cool. You know, they get to pick like their own schedules. There's something like, I don't know, 40 or 50 different like things they can pick, like things like fashion designing, party planning, and stuff like that they can do, along with the typical things like swimming and tennis. And, you know, they have like so many different things. They've got music lessons and stuff. It sounds really awesome. I thought for the eyes today, we would check out, I thought for the eyes today, we could revisit the Tom Ford Soleil duo from last year. This is the one that has the black cream. It's number 13, Black Sand. So we're going to start off with this. And I'm going to take the Refer 32 brush with this. So I'm just going to get a little bit of the black here on the brush. And we're going to put this kind of here and brush it out, because I don't want a ton of black. So I'm putting a little bit of this in the crease. And let's just get a little bit more here. So just a little bit here. And all right, so just a little bit of this here, and then we're going to use the same brush. I'm just going to wipe this off of my cloth first. So it still looks a bit dirty, but it has been cleaned off. So I'm just going to go into the topper shade with this, and we'll go here. So I think the summer camps sound really cool. We've never done stuff like that. I didn't really go to camp as a child or anything either. We've always used summer vacation more as, I guess, more like family time. And so I'm curious, this is going to be a different kind of summer for us. And I also want to take like some trips and stuff like that this summer. I mean, I don't know. For me, for vacations, I typically like types of vacations where we get to do something like hiking and stuff. I really like hiking trips. So I love going to places where we can do that, like touring Europe, or when we were on our honeymoon, we went to Hawaii and, you know, we went hiking on the Big Island. I absolutely loved going to Kona, and, you know, it looks like you're on the moon, you know, it's like black crater and everything. So, I mean, it's black and I wouldn't expect the moon to be black, but, you know, essentially that's all you can see. So it feels like you're in a different place. It was really awesome. So I want to take the kids places like that as they're starting to get a little older and can, you know, remember some of these things. So for eyeliner, I'm going to take the Victoria Beckham eyeliner in Ash. So this is actually a really dark gray. And I'm trying to keep this relatively close to the lash line. And I'm just going to smudge that out just a little bit. I'm just going to use the same eye brush here to just softly go over that. All right, and then mascara, we're gonna go with the Issa mascara today. So I grew up not really traveling much when I was a kid. Most of our summer vacations, you know, we would travel to visit relatives or, you know, stay home and stuff like that. So as I got older, I liked traveling. And my husband and I, when we got married, we started trying to do like one big trip every year. And, you know, I was teaching, so we would do it during summer vacation. And then once I got pregnant, that kind of stopped. So we haven't gone on too many. But I'd have to say my favorite trip was probably my honeymoon when we went to Hawaii. We went to the Big Island. We went to Maui. They were just so incredible. And then also Europe. We did the following year for our first anniversary. We went on a trip to, we went to Paris. We went to Italy. And it was just so awesome. I loved seeing all of the different things there, but honestly, my favorite part is kind of just walking around, seeing the city, and honestly enjoying croissants. So food, gelato. When we were in Italy, we went to a few different places, but we had the hotel that was right in between the number one pizza place and the number one gelato place. So we took several meals there a day. It was fantastic. Just going to finish the brows with the Givenchy Mr. Brow Pencil in shade 2. And then we're going to go ahead and test out the new Tom Ford lip shines with the Soleil collection. All right, so I picked up 2 of the new Soleil lipsticks. So these are the lip shines from Tom Ford. And I picked up number, it's hard to see, 28, Nudiste. They have the like indentation of this right on the number, so it's hard to read. And also 04 Aphrodite. So let's go ahead and test these out. So I think looking at these 2 lipsticks, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with Aphrodite today. I think it kind of goes a little better with the overall look. I'm just going to quickly go over the lip line with the Lisa Eldridge lip pencil in Blush Lightly. I'm just going to add a touch of highlighter today. I'm going to go in with the Pearly Amber in the Guerlain Meteorites Pearl Dust palette. This is my favorite highlighting palette. Unfortunately, it is no longer available, but if you were lucky enough to get this, you know, absolutely fantastic. I love it. And I mean, it's probably my most used highlighter ever, even though it looks brand new. I've used it a ton. All right, so I think this is going to be the final look. And we're talking a little bit about vacations, but I would love to know what your most memorable or favorite vacations ever were. You know, I definitely want to travel more in the future, especially as the kids get older and so forth. And I'd love to start making a list of places to look at. So please let me know. And I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment box. Thank you. All right, so just a quick review of everything that we used today. And we used the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Primer. I've talked about this before. I think it's a nice primer. It's not my favorite, so I'm not going to pick it up again, but I will definitely go through this whole bottle and use it all the way up. I think it's a really nice product. And, you know, if you are looking for something that is a little bit mattifying, this is a nice option, and it's on sale at the Sephora sale if you are one of the members. Then we used the Vizier Eye Primer, which I've talked about ad nauseum. So, you know, it's my everyday primer. Running out of that, already have a new tube. Then we have the Sisley Cushion in 00C Swan. And I unfortunately really like this cushion foundation. We'll talk more about this in another video, but you can see here that this cushion is different than, like, for example, the Chantecaille cushion, which did not look quite so loose and spongy. It looked like a denser sponge essentially. And this is super easy to get the product out, but it's very, very expensive for what you get. So I'm curious to see how long this will last before I run out. It does not come with a refill, and I have to check to see. I think refills are sold for this, but I'm not 100%. I have to double check that. But it's so nice on the skin. Then we took another look at the Eclat new palette, and I really like this. I most of the time just kind of swirl my shades together, which is what I did today, but this is the top shade, bottom shade, and the two of them mixed. And I like all three of them, but these two, like, I wear either just the pink or the mixed most often. And then sometimes with them mixed, I will just add a touch of that, like, back towards the hairline more so. And yeah, really enjoying those. After that, we looked at the Tom Ford Duo in Black Sand from last year. And I have to say, this was scary last year, but I really like it. This is black. There's a little bit of shimmer in it. And you can see mine's still, like, nice and super creamy. And it really, like, it buffs out well. You could see that the way I applied it was really more of a really deep gray, and I didn't use a lot of it. This is not something you need a ton of. I would definitely recommend keeping the little plastic trays. It helps keep the product fresh. And then we have the duo, or the other part of the duo here is the like pressed shadow glitter topper thing. So it's pigmented, but when you put it on top of the black, let me actually put a little bit on top here, you can see that the tone of it will change. And that's really how I like to wear it the most. So I don't like to use a ton of black, but if you want something incredibly smoky, it's great. I've still seen this floating around for like half off. So if you see this and it's on sale, I do think if you are interested in the colors, it's a really great product. And then I paired that with the Victoria Beckham eyeliner in Ash because I didn't want something quite as harsh as a true black. I wanted to soften it just a little bit while still appearing black. So I went with a really deep gray, and you can see how deep of a gray this one is. It's also got a little bit more warmth to it than the black in the Black Sand. This is like a true black, whereas this has just a touch of like brown in it. And we went with the Issa mascara because I'm really enjoying that. You know, it's giving me volume and so forth. I think it just emphasizes the look nicely. And to keep everything light and fresh, I did not add anything to the lower lash line. we also took a look at the new Tom Ford lipsticks. So let's go with the order that I put these on. So this one here is 28 Nudiste, and I only picked up 2 of these, but I think they are really nice colors. They're not that summery to me though. I have to say they are more fall-like colors to me. I like them. I like the amount of shine that I get, but I don't think these are not going to be my favorite Tom Ford lipstick formula. This is 04 Aphrodite. I really like this one in particular. I thought I would like Nudiste more, but it's a little bit deeper than I thought it would be. And so I really like them, but I do think that they just have more of a fall vibe to me. And I still prefer this lipstick style, the lip color from Tom Ford. I think for summer, I think I prefer these in some of the lighter shades, but you know, I like a bright pop for summer. I just think there's something about these that is a little bit more opaque and more deep versus bright, if that makes sense. So they're more fall-like, but I like them. I just, you know, I like the other lipstick formula better. And then we finished up with the Givenchy brow pencil and the Guerlain Meteorites Pearl Dust palette, which is no longer available. But overall, I have to say that everything that I used today, I really enjoyed. Oh, and I wanted to show you, I used this lip liner just around the lip for Aphrodite. This is Blush Lightly from Lisa Eldridge. And you can see that it is going to be a little bit warmer. There's a little bit more peach in the lip liner than Aphrodite, but I do think that they are a fairly good match. So yeah, one thing I did want to note though about these shine lipsticks is they have movement. They are shiny. They have this nice sheen to them. But if you have too much product on, they are going to move past your lip line. So I think a lip liner is pretty important with these. And yeah, they're a little bit more emollient than I was expecting. Now I do have to say though, with the lip liner, if you pair a lip liner around the actual lipstick, I have not had issues with these things like transferring or moving past that, but without it, it does get kind of messy. So just something to know. These are my first of the shine formula that I have picked up. So, you know, I've only worn these a little bit. I got these last week, so I've been testing them out, but yeah, if you've used these, I would love to know your thoughts on this formula compared to the regular one in the brown and gold packaging. And that's basically going to be everything here that we used today. And again, please let me know what your favorite trips were, things that you think would be really memorable. I would love to start looking into that stuff. I'm very slow about it because I hate planning trips. Like, seriously, it's like terrible to me. But I really do want to start getting some ideas and being able to contribute to this process a little bit more, because I know my husband would appreciate it if I had a little bit more input. So thank you so much. And I hope to see you again very soon. Have a great day and let me know what you think about all these products. I'll see you very soon.